What's up guys, Jeremy with Everything iDevice, and this is going to be the first top 10 list of tweaks for iOS 6. Now keep in mind that there's only a few tweaks that are compatible with iOS 6 as of this point. If you want to see more tweaks than I show you in this list, there's about I think 40 different tweaks that will work on iOS 6. Be sure to check the description, I'll leave a link for that list. Now again, this is on iOS 6. I'm not going to go into settings and show you guys, but if you want to see how to do a semi-tethered jailbreak to iOS 6, go ahead and click this annotation right here and go to my jailbreak tutorial. Now, all of these tweaks that are on this list that I'll be showing you are the paid versions. They are the legit versions from the stock repos in Cydia, Big Boss, or ModMyEye. If you guys try to add repos and get the hacked versions, I can't promise you they're going to work or not. So these are all the legit versions. Some of these are free, some of them are paid. Be sure to check the description, I'll leave everything down there for you guys. Now the first tweak on this list is called Activator. This has been around for a very long time. It lets you set up activation methods to do different actions on your device. Now considering you're probably going to be toying around and trying out different tweaks and stuff, here's what I'm going to recommend you do with Activator just to make your life a little bit more easy when it comes to installing tweaks that don't work and it's going to cause you problems and you don't want to have to resort to restoring your device. So what you're going to want to do is go anywhere, and for triple press home button, I would recommend putting that as safe mode, so it'll make your device go into safe mode. That way if you're stuck in a respring loop or something, you can go into safe mode, go back into Cydia, and uninstall that tweak that caused it. And then another one would be, I would use physical buttons for these, not slide to gestures or anything like that. Let's see here, where's the volume buttons? For the volume buttons, any of these would work. I would set one up for respringing your device just in case you need to respring it if you're stuck on some screen or something or your device freezes. So those are the two things I'd recommend. Now they don't have to be exactly the activation methods I showed. I would recommend using physical buttons on your device though, not any kind of slide to gestures, and that's Activator. The next tweak on this list is Beryl. Now this is a tweak that has been around forever. There's no functionality, it just looks awesome, and it gives you animated page scrolling effects as you can see there. I'll just go into settings and quickly change it to show you another example. And we can go to the classic curl and roll away. It's just one of those tweaks that when you see it you're like, oh yep, that's jailbroken. So that's Beryl. The next tweak is called BlurriedNCBackground. All it does is make the background of your notification center blurred. No functionality, I think it just looks cool. And we'll go into settings here real quick. I'll give you a quick overview of BlurriedNCBackground. All you can do is change the blur value, and you can also do a tint color and change the opacity of that. And if you don't want it, you can simply disable the tweak. And that is BlurriedNCBackground. The next tweak is called DashboardX. As you can see, it allows you to add notification center widgets to your springboard. And I'll just go to some open canvas here, and I'll add a widget real quick for you guys so you can see what I'm talking about. And we'll just add the weather widget just like so. You can rearrange it to however you'd like, center it, all that good stuff. Pretty straightforward, DashboardX. And the next tweak on this list is actually a widget for Notification Center, and it's called NC Settings. Absolutely love this widget. I'm so glad it works right off the bat. It's actually the first thing that I went into Cydia and installed, and it worked, so I was amazed. And it's a bunch of system toggles. It's like a watered down version of SB settings. As you see, you have Wi-Fi toggle, you have the volume, you have brightness, 3G, airplane, power options, respring, reboot, power off, just a ton of very functional toggles. And again, that's called NC Settings. And next on my list is called BytaFont. It's actually an application that allows you to change the font on your device. As you can see, my font is different than stock. The font I'm using is called Boxii. I will leave the name down in the description if you're wondering how to spell it. Now the thing I like about BytaFont is there's like 600 different fonts you can use, so you can change all of your fonts on your device, and I just think it's a really cool application. All the fonts are free and BytaFont is free, and it allows you to really kind of change the look of your device just by changing the font. And again, it's called BytaFont. The next on this list is going to be Deck, and I'll use my activation method to open it up. So there's Deck, and it's basically a bunch of shortcuts You can do the @ symbol, message, mail, tweet. As you can see, it brings up tweet just like so. Also, you have the little gear there, which will take you right into settings. Also, music, Siri or voice control, power options, reboot, respring, all that good stuff. A bunch of toggles right there, Wi-Fi, location services, airplane mode, Bluetooth. Just a very, very cool tweak. And that's called Deck. And the next on my list is an application called iFile. I'm sure most of you know what iFile is. It allows you to browse the whole file system of your device, and it's just really cool to go in there and see the differences, at least if you're familiar with it, of iOS 5 and iOS 6. And it allows you to change a lot of stuff too. Just a very, very handy application. I'm not going to go into it. I'm sure most of you know what it is. Again, it's called iFile. And the next tweak on this list is actually an application, and it's called iCleaner. It basically will clean your device of all the crap and cache data, just a ton of stuff, and it will free up memory. And this is an essential tool if you're going through a lot of tweaks, trying things out. You're going to have a lot of cache and unwanted crap piling up on your device, and use iCleaner to clean it all out. Very effective application. Again, it's called iCleaner. And the last on this list is actually a widget for Notification Center, and it's called OmniStat. And it's a bunch of very useful information about your device, such as your model, OS, build, your storage capacity, free, used, some handy toggles. I'm not going to scroll through it because it will show IP addresses and a whole bunch of other stuff. There's just a ton of functionality with OmniStat for viewing different system stats. And again, it's called OmniStat for Notification Center. So those are my top 10 tweaks for iOS 6. Now this is September 20th. It's the day after iOS 6 was released. And if you want to learn how to jailbreak semi-tethered on iOS 6, be sure to check the description. I'll leave a link for that tutorial down there. Also, I'll leave all the information of all these tweaks on if they're free or the price of them, because again, these are all the legit versions of these tweaks. None of them are hacked. They're from stock repos in Cydia, which would be the Big Boss or ModMyEye. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to throw me a thumbs up. That helps me out a lot. And to see more coverage and more videos like this, be sure to click that subscribe button. This is Jeremy with Everything iDevice, and I'll see you guys in the next one.